Hi, good evening. This is Srini Daddy. Today is Monday, July 10th, South California. So today I will be talking about the cryptocurrencies and why they are tanking. If you noticed, the prices have been going down appreciably, and I'll explain what's going on based on what I know and what 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 I think is going to happen next. Okay, so again, the the prices have gone down by anywhere from I'd say 5 to 20% depending on which crypto you have. Mostly around 10 to 20% in the last day or two. Especially today, it's when I last checked, Bitcoin was around 2,200, Ethereum around 2,200, Litecoin around 40, 45 or so, and anyway, basically they're all on the lower side. So in order for us to understand what's going on, I'll give a 1 minute summary and then give you more details because it's pretty technical. So the non-technical version of, uh, of what is going on is that the Bitcoin I covered in my previous video. The Bitcoin is maxing out on its processing speed, so it is slowing down. So there are certain protocols that need to happen, either from a software standpoint, they call it soft fork, or from a hardware standpoint, which is called hard fork. So they either have to make changes to the software side or to the hardware side to make it faster. And depending on which side they want to go with, the hardware or the software, it'll impact two sets of people. One is called the miners and one is called the developers. And all that's going on as we speak. July 21st is the date when they will decide which route they go. They will watch for 10 days between 21st through July 31st, and by August 1st, if decision is not made, then the Bitcoin will get split into two. And that's what's causing some panic in the Bitcoin market, which being the largest provider in this crypto space, capitalization wise, it's pulling down other currencies too. Okay, so that's what's going on. Again, I think the prices are good. If you are a new investor and continue to want to invest, an existing investor, this is still good time to buy, I guess. Okay, so the longer version is this. So there is something called SegWit2x. Okay, so SegWit2x is out there. The SegWit stands for segregated witness and 2x stands for twice the speed. So this is kind of a compromise protocol that these guys have come up with, where SegWit is the software version of how to handle it. Basically, they want to give two separate protocols, and then SegWit will allow Bitcoin to be as it is, but do it in a faster way. And 2x is block size twice. So the miners want more power on the block size, so they can mine more. Since most of the miners at least for Bitcoin, are from Asia, especially from China, they have a bigger say in this because they have invested heavily on this mining technologies, meaning the computers, the processors, the video RAMs and graphic cards and all that. They've invested a heck a lot on it for mining, so they want to continue to invest in it by increasing the block size so they can mine more and make it faster. Okay, and SegWit is a software side. The developers are pushing for an alternate way to speed it up. So the compromise is what they call a SegWit2x. So that will go into effect the 21st, and they will see how many of these guys adopt to it, the miners, and if there's good adoption, then the life is good, and you should see that the price will take off. And if it does not, then on end of the month, they figure out that 90% of miners, if they have agreed to this protocol, then life is good. But if not, then Bitcoin may split, and nobody knows how the split would work. So that is an uncertainty that is dragging the markets down. Okay, so if there is there will be positive news in the sense that the miners and the developers agree on, because this is they have to compromise and come up with, because this is the largest capital base for cryptos, and Ethereum on the other hand is capitalizing on this, but it's also declining because Bitcoin is pulling it down. Okay, same goes to Litecoin. So Litecoin is lower risk because it has this SegWit that I talked about, and it has 81 90 million coins. So there's a lot of room for its growth, and it's an extremely fast platform, whereas Bitcoin needs to catch up. Okay, that's it for now. I know it's wordy, but this is kind of the technical version of what's going on and what's impacting the investors. Okay, and have a nice rest of your day, and talk to you soon. Bye.